Frosty.
Frosty. Frosty. Frosty.
Hey guys, welcome to another week of Frosty Vlogs. Hope your last week was pretty good. So I've basically been watching a lot of stuff. I've actually been up to a couple things. I am so close to making Let's Plays. Although I will tell you that I'm in discussion with a friend of mine who we're thinking about working together on those, so they might not be going up on this channel. We might actually be coming up with our own, and I'll let you know as soon as that's decided what's going on there. Otherwise, I've been playing a lot of Star Wars, The Old Republic. I really like it. I love SWTOR. I have the founder title because I've been playing since day one of its release. Not before. My dad was super cool and he bought me a copy of it, but it was a Christmas gift, so I didn't get it till Christmas. And the game released like maybe a couple days or a week before that, so I guess I wasn't day one. The point is that I had a pre-order, but I wasn't able to use the pre-order to get into the beta, unfortunately. So all of my friends who did beta have this fancy yellow-black crystal that I don't have, but it's whatever, you know. I'm still happy. I got all the nice things that I want, and it's a really fun game. And now it's free to play, and there's this whole XP boost event going on, so I've already beaten the Bounty Hunter storyline, and I'm working on pretty much everything else, because I really want that gold nameplate. I just think it'd be really neat. I'm also kind of on the fence right now about, I kind of want to, like, stream Star Wars, and I guess, you know, your guys' opinions on that would be appreciated. A friend of mine recommended it, so that's already a push in the right direction, but more people support would be nice to hear. Otherwise, when I haven't been playing that, I've been watching a lot more Naruto. Last year, I started watching it again for the first time in years. I managed to finish part 1, which is just Naruto, and I started up Shippuden, and I got 200 some episodes in, and now I've watched another probably close to, if not at least 100 episodes, and I'm really, first of all, I'm close to catching up to where the English dub is at right now, which is super nice. And otherwise, I just really like the show, and I feel bad because this is another one of those instances, like I believe I was talking about with High School Musical, though honestly I think that was the vlog that I couldn't seem to upload, so sorry if I'm referencing something you know nothing about. But, you know, as a kid, I wasn't a perfect person. I can just come out and say that, right? I was judgmental of things that I shouldn't have been judgmental about, one of those being Naruto. You know, it just, it seemed to be something that everyone who was anime kid was into, and for some reason I thought those guys were weird, which is ridiculous because I mean I'm completely weird, you know, and I mean I love anime and everything. I don't know, I guess I wasn't comfortable with myself when Naruto was really coming out, and on top of that, you know, Shippuden hadn't started airing yet while I was watching it, so I was still in part 1, which I don't think is near as good as Shippuden. But yeah, I mean, watching it now, it's like, when they're not stuck in their filler arcs, which I understand are necessary, there's a really interesting story and a driving purpose and a lot of care, and it's crazy to think that this kid is 16 years old right now, and he's had so many people he cares about just die. And I think that's probably one of the things that I really appreciate about Shippuden is, you know, the good guys die too. I mean, third Hokage died, I guess, in part 1, but I don't know, it didn't seem as meaningful, you know, because you didn't know how close he really was to Naruto, and you didn't know how much he actually cared. Retroactively, we have a better understanding, but you didn't in the moment. I don't really love Orochimaru, though. Like, not as a villain. I think he was an interesting idea. I don't like that part 1 spent the whole time talking him up like he's the bad guy. He's so terrible. He's terrifying. He killed the Hokage. What's going to happen? And near the beginning of Shippuden, Sasuke just kills him. Just outright. He's just gone. And it's like, well, what the hell? You just built up this villain. And it's one thing, you know, to have a villain that's like really scary and then they get squashed out by something because, oh, there's a way bigger threat. You know? But he wasn't even killed by a different bad guy. He was killed by Sasuke, who at this point could be a bad guy, but hasn't done anything outside the realm of anti-hero, I don't think. I don't know. Also, I went to go see A Cure for Wellness, which for those of you who have seen it, yes, I do believe I made a mistake. And for those of you who haven't seen it yet, you don't have to. Here's the thing. It was a good idea. I really liked the acting. The acting was tremendous for the most part, I think. And I think that they did a really good job of, like, he can't read everything because he's not reading English. And he had to find solutions for that. And I thought that there was some clever bits to that. What I didn't think was great is the fact that the story hinged entirely on this one puzzle being solved. A puzzle that I figured out in the first half an hour, maybe. Like, as soon as a piece of the puzzle was given, I put it into place. There was never any, or I wonder where this information goes. You know, it was always very clear from the get-go what was going to happen in this story. And all of my friends who went agreed with that. So, if it didn't rely so heavily on that plot twist, it would have been better. But because that was the core of the whole moment, and it didn't really play out well, I'm not the biggest fan, honestly. Really wish I went to go see Get Out. I've heard good things, and I feel like that would have been a better choice. But, you know, we've got to go see the bad things so we can appreciate the good. And again, it's not a terrible movie. It's just the way it was written went a little long, and it was a little too obvious, is all I can really say that really bothered me. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week, trying to get things together. I played D&D a couple times, which is still such an exciting thing for me. The one group, we fell out of the sky and destroyed a city. Wasn't our fault. Well, it was kind of our fault. We helped the bad guys get to where they needed in order to do it, but we didn't know we were doing that. And in my other group, we're sort of aiding a civil war on an island, which is quickly becoming a battle of gods, which is like, whoa. But it's some cool stuff that's happening. Yeah, I guess that's all I got to talk about this week. I hope that hope this upcoming one's pretty eventful and I got some cool stuff to talk about. Otherwise, you know, I might just keep reviewing Naruto because let me tell you, I have thoughts. Lots of thoughts. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a great one.